Rest is generally, based on everything we've talked about
Okay.
from my own angle.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
sometimes, we could feel like maybe a female could feel like, okay, if she dates an older guy or marries an older guy, the relationship would work better. And then, she dates older guys and it still doesn't turn out well because being older doesn't necessarily mean that this person is wise, right? Or
Exactly.
mature.
Yeah.
And then sometimes she ends up with a younger person who is actually mature and it works. Sometimes she could
And he's like
also,
that kind of person.
yeah, sometimes she could also go date a younger person and it's a total mistake because this person is not just younger, they're also not mature. So I'm trying to say, I think it's an individual thing at the end of the day. I think it's
All
an
right.
individual,
Awesome.
yeah. So it just depends on the two people involved, which is why I wanted to
Okay.
know if your brother is sure he wants to do this or if she's the one making him do it because a child is responsibility. And that's one thing anybody needs to know. If I'm actually going to even talk to anybody about this, it would have been the girlfriend because if anything goes wrong at the end of the day, she would be the one to bear the huge parts of whatever is, would happen as the woman.
True.
For real. And she may not understand that now, maybe because she's in love and all of that. But I want to believe that
Okay.
maybe she has her reasons, which is why I was asking how old she is. Is she doing something for a living? Because you still need to have this conversation with your brother, though. If the two of them
Yeah, of
are
course.
sure, if he is sure he wants to be with her. Like you said, your family does not do the whole baby daddy thing, and I like that because I do not encourage it as well, right? But I would also not encourage that a person walks into marriage without being sure it is what they want to do.
True that.
Relationship is hard. See,
Yeah.
that's the truth. You're single
That's
at
it, that's it.
29 and you don't want to rush
Yeah.
into this. You have your reason. Marriages are even a lot harder. I'm not saying it's bad to be married or married is not bad,
No,
but
of course not.
but you
It's just a
see
full-time job.
exactly, and it takes a lot of selflessness. And
Yeah.
for anybody to be selfless to a point where they can make their relationship or marriage work, they have to be mature. They need to be sure this is what they want to do. So that's where I'm concerned. I just hope, I pray he's sure this is what he wants to do. And he's willing to be there in the next 20 years, in the next 30 years, right?
Yeah.
And bear and accommodate and make adjustments and make compromises, whatever situation comes up tomorrow. But especially her, since she is the one who wants to keep it. I'm not too comfortable with that statement. And she wants to keep it. If he doesn't want to, well, I don't
Sounds like he's being pressured.
something like that. I don't know, but ladies need to understand that it's not cool. It's not a great idea to feel like you should keep a man with a baby. A baby does not keep a man. In some cases where even the man wants the baby, right? There are situations where couples are not yet married, but they plan to get pregnant because they are madly in love. They don't have sense that time. Okay? So but these things happen, because it happens, a lot. So there are times it's even the man who initiates the idea, babe, let's make a baby, right? They both agree.
That's my kind of. That's my kind of man. Like,
Cool.
when you're absolutely sure, madly in love, and everything is.
But do you know that life still happens sometimes, and it turns out the other way. So there are times the both of them even want the baby. They planned it and they had the baby, and they still could not. They might not end up together.
That's where maturity comes in.
Exactly.
Maturity.
Exactly. So when you talk to him, that's one thing I need him to be sure of, that he really wants to do it. That he really wants to do it. So I just pray everything turns out well. I think the whole baby mama, baby daddy drama, it's not cool. And I don't pray for that for any child. I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. Thank you so much.
But please add this advice, for him when you're talking to him.
Yeah.
Just in case it turns out whatever way tomorrow, tell him to try to be there for his child. So, just in case, that's one thing I ensure as a human being. Even if this person is not in good terms with the mother or father of their child, ensure that you have a good relationship with your child, because your child is not the one you have an issue with. It is the other person.